Happy New Year, YouTube, and welcome to the GRE How To Series, where we make studying for the GRE a lot more tolerable. Long time no see, right? Yeah, I know. We're gonna work on that. I want to make sure that I'm giving you really great content every Tuesday. And if life gets in the way and you miss me a little bit, give me a comment below on one of the latest videos that you've watched to keep me accountable, because I really love putting together content that can be valuable to you on your GRE journey, because everyone is taking the GRE for something bigger than themselves. We're not just, taking the GRE for fun, like, hoo-hoo, you know what I want to do today? Take a standardized test. No. It's a new year. Some of you might feel like it's a new you. I say the only thing that's new is my shirt and my glasses. Shout out to BBSA at Ross. Awesome shirt. Probably can't see it, but it's okay. So today we're going to talk about how to keep momentum in this new year, fresh start. Even if you're watching this in the middle of the year and you're just starting on your GRE journey, I definitely think that this is going to apply to you. So there's really 5 things I want you to keep in mind as you are trying to optimize for your GRE journey. And the first is to remember why you're actually doing this. The fact of the matter is, everyone is taking the GRE for some reason. We don't just take the GRE for fun. We've all identified the GRE as a means to getting us closer to what we feel like is our purpose, So I want you to hold on to that. Why are you taking this test? What are you ultimately here to do on this earth? And how are you going to make sure that you are using your full potential to give what your contribution is to the world? It's kind of lofty when you think about that. I mean, the fact, if you fail the GRE and don't get into your top one school, I highly doubt that that's going to keep you from your purpose. One of my favorite things that Oprah says is that failures aren't really a big deal because they're more like redirections rather than stopping points. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win situation. So I just want you to just keep your goals in mind, keep your purpose in mind as you get ready to prepare for the GRE. Next, I encourage you to set a date. I am going to be doing that soon because I think that as we have so many other priorities and as time goes by, we are just really great at filling time with things that are a lot more fun than, say, studying for the GRE. If you're like me, you may be a pretty good procrastinator. So it is really great to make sure that you just have a line in the sand and that you know the date that you're working toward. And hey, if you do feel like you might get to a point where you need more time, just make sure you mind the deadlines for extensions and mind the costs associated with changing the date of your test. In previous videos, I've said that you really only need 2 months to study for a test. And that was true when I was in this post-MBA fancy time where I didn't have a job or responsibilities. And that is not real life. And if that is your real life, cool. Make sure that you just buckle down and spend as much time as humanly possible to make sure you get everything you need to get done in 2 months, because no one wants to study for this test for 6 months. But if you are like me now, in my current situation where you have a job or perhaps you have kids, I don't, but kids are like a full-time job within a full-time job. So you might need to figure out how you carve enough time for you to have consistent study time. This is something that I've said over and over again in my videos. Consistency is key. So it's not going to be enough to just study for 3 hours on Saturday. You are the only one who knows your situation, right? So it's going to be important to take inventory of your time, how you spend your time, and what's going to be feasible for you to get a solid maybe 2 months worth of studying in. And if it's going to take you 6 months to get the equivalent of 2 months of studying in, then set your test 6 months from now. But I do encourage you to also keep in mind your stamina and the fact of the matter is, I mean, this is not an entertaining process. Like I'm here for you right now to try to make this a more enjoyable experience, but this might be the highlight of your GRE journey. And if it is, I'm so honored. There's not much to look forward to outside of this. So I definitely don't think that you should take too long to prepare for this test, because there are a lot more fun things to dedicate 6 to 12 months to. That segues nicely into my next thing. It's going to be really important to keep in mind the things you enjoy and the things that you structure your time around. For me, a big thing that I look forward to is television. Grey's Anatomy, This Is Us, both of these shows are getting ready to come back, and I know that I love dedicating 2 hours to that experience. And really, when I take inventory of the time that I spend in the week, most of it is towards work. Next is to sleep, and then the rest of my time is split between trying to work out, communicating with my husband, and probably shopping. That said, I will be carving out 2 hours again from my weekly time to watch This Is Us and Grey's Anatomy. It's going to be really important that you keep that in mind, because we have to fit studying in there. You know, notice studying didn't come top of mind when I rattled that list, but I still need to work on getting that consistency in studying again, because I've let a lot of other priorities kind of take me to the wayside. So that's what I'm working on right now. During the week, I am going to be spending the next couple of weeks trying to experiment and find ways to make habits stick. And that includes working out in the GRE. So wish me luck on that. If you have any tips, or if you found any ways and solutions that makes it easier for you to keep your habits, let me know in the comments below, because I love, love, love to hear what you have to say. And I love just, you know, knowing that I'm not alone here. I am not alone. We all have our things, and we all have those things that really do take time. And we want to make sure that we're giving the time we need to the GRE while making sure that we don't go crazy and we give the time that we want to the things that we enjoy. Sacrifice might have to happen. I probably can't watch my shows live in the next couple of weeks, and that's fine. I will have to, you know, use Hulu and make time, but I can't let, as much as I love Shonda, like I can't let her take my precious time from my GRE, because she's not going to pay my bills unless she wants to. I mean, Shonda, if you're looking for me, just let me know, because yeah. Tip number 4 is just to have a plan. It's really important to know what you're going to accomplish for the week, and perhaps for the day, maybe even by the hour. If you have any questions or want some tips on how to structure your study time, check up here for a video that I have on how to really structure the time to really maximize the time that you have to study. And finally, tip number 5 is to study without distractions. Hey, I'm guilty of having distractions, but the fact of the matter is, if you're going to commit this time to studying, commit the time. So that might mean turning off Instagram. That might mean making sure your phone is very far away from you, making sure that it's on silent, not even vibrate, because it's like Pavlov's dog. If you hear that vibrate, you just kind of wonder what someone wants, and then it's like a Wall Street Journal notification, and it's just like, ugh, you just... It's real life right here. So it's just really important to make sure your study time is sacred, and that you are making sure that you are putting away the distractions that aren't going to help you advance to your goal, advance to your purpose, which we talked about earlier. This is a temporary milestone toward your greater purpose, and it's just really important that you dedicate your energy to this at this moment that you've set aside for yourself. All right, that's all we have for today. Let me know in the comments below which one is going to be the easiest one for you to follow and which one is going to be the hardest one for you to follow. I personally love it when I get your comments and I respond to every single one of them. So keep on coming. And if you have any questions or any suggestions for the kinds of content that you want to see on this channel, please tell me, because I am always, always, always looking for ideas. I will see you next time. This is awesome shirt.